Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of RocknRoll Beer Guy podcast. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Kyle Willis. Please check out his website and his artwork at Art of Kyle Willis on Instagram and on Facebook, and his page into Nerdites, where he'll be posting time-lapse videos of his art. Cool stuff like Deadpool and Harley Quinn, all set to local music created by his friends, including music from my old band Dissever. Please follow the podcast Instagram account at RocknRoll Beer Guy, and that's rock, the letter N, roll, beer guy, all one word. Also on Facebook, SoundCloud, and many more to come. Would also like to give a little disclaimer. I am an employee of Modern Times Beer, but anything on this podcast is solely my opinion and does not reflect the opinion of the brewery or any of its employees. Thanks for listening, and hope you enjoy. Cheers.
Trying to call that one, but then I was like offline. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hey, it worked.
It works.
Hey, how about that?
How about that?
Am I on video or?
If you click video, there you are. So,
okay.
So the video is not going to be recorded, so you can do whatever you want.
Fuck.
It's just the audio.
Hey, cheers. You like this? Eddie, you like that? Maybe you probably can't.
Yeah, I see it. That's a nice glass.
How you doing, Dave?
I'm good, Adam. Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, man.
Yeah, shit.
Cool. I'm gonna do a little proper intro. I'm gonna edit all this shit down too, so I'm gonna cut.
Can you make me sound smarter?
Yeah,
drink
I'm with
more.
that.
Drink more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me see. I don't want it to sound so cheesy that, like, I want to kill myself either. Welcome, everyone! All right, what's up, guys? This is the very first episode of RocknRoll Beer Guy. We have two special guests with us today. I want to introduce first Adam D. Say hello.
Hi there. My name's Adam D.
What do you do, Adam?
I fart a lot. I eat pizza and I drink beer, and I play music in a band called Killswitch Engage, and another band called Serpentine Dominion, and another band called Times of Grace.
Very cool. Serpentine just released their their first ever album, yes?
Yes. Our little project I did with my buddies, George from Cannibal Corpse and Shannon, who used to be in Black Dahlia Murder.
Very cool. I mean, I had the pleasure of listening to it before it was released, thanks to you.
Yeah, drunk in a parking lot. What else do you do? Somebody's demos. Hey.
No, it was really killer stuff, man. I've seen positive feedback online, so that's good.
Cool. It's better than negative, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our second guest is Mr. David Castro of Cigar City Brewing.
What's up? Nowhere near that cool.
Oh, shut up. Come on now.
I drink beer, I eat pizza, and I watch shark movies. So that's about what I do.
Like Sharknado?
Sharknado's great. Sharknado 2's awesome. Sharknado 3 kind of lost me, but Sand Sharks, like any shark movie you got, throw it at me, man. I love it.
Mega Shark versus Mega Alligator or something like that?
Well, I heard there's a one with Jason Statham coming out next year, so I'm pretty stoked on that, if that's true. So we'll see.
A shark movie with Jason Statham?
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but but
jeez,
I'd like to believe it's true.
I hope he martial arts a shark, like just kicks their ass.
I mean, what else would he do?
So I wanted to just give a little intro since this is the first episode ever. I just basically, I've been doing music and beer for many, many years now, and I figured I would combine my two passions. So moving forward, every episode I'll just be interviewing some bands and some brewers, and we'll just talk shit for a while. I think that sounded like a good idea at the time. So,
is it still a good idea, Eddie?
I don't know. It's failing miserably. I don't think anyone's going to listen to this so far. All right, so let's see. Do you want to just announce the thing now, or do you want to push that to a different time or later on?
You're the host, my man.
Well, I guess we'll announce it then. Cigar City Brewing, when I was employed at the time there, we decided to collaborate with the guys from Killswitch, with Adam specifically. We met at the brewery, actually, a few years back. That was a good time. I was setting up for a Hunapu Day festival, and I just remember standing next to my boss, and I'm like, I think I know that guy over there. I'm going to go talk to him. I'll be back. And it was Adam. We talked for a bit, showed him the brewery, and we talked about making a beer. That was last year. So it's been about a year in the making, but...
Come on, man. Let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. Let's get brewing.
Let's do this. Let's make that beer.
So we were talking originally about doing a beer that would be like a dark ale, dark IPA, super hoppy, piney, adding some kind of Massachusetts flair with some cranberries. But things have changed a little bit over the past year with Cigar City Brewing. So we were talking about doing something a little more, something that people are in high demand of right now, which is the hazy IPAs, the juicy, unfiltered. We're all fans of. So, you have any thoughts on that, Dave?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, we've thrown around a lot of different ideas. Cranberries one. We talked about the pine needles. TTB can be a bitch, getting approved and whatnot. But, yeah, man, that Northeastern IPA right now, that haze, that unfiltered, modern times is, forefront with, I'm with it. I mean, I love IPAs, and I hate filtered beers. So I just want to make some good beer and have a good time. So, but yeah, I mean,
I think that was the idea originally. Just have fun, make a beer, and have something that Adam can call his own, and we can all enjoy.
Two passion, bring them together.
We were just honored at the idea of Cigar City wanting to do something with us. Period. Just because we've been drinking it and respected it for so long. So just thought it was a really, really cool thing for us, me specifically, because I'm kind of the everybody in the band loves beer, but I'm the guy that really gets I have that high class palate, I guess.
I've seen that society sticker on the guitar.
Right.
I'm San Diego through and through, so I can respect that.
Yeah, they make fantastic stuff. They're one of my favorites in town here. I think it's a really cool world where the beer industry is kind of fallen into now. I'm thinking about it's so funny. I've been touring in this band for 17 years, and just thinking about where my palate has changed since the beginning of the band till now, specifically just because of what's happened with the craft beer world in the past, in that time frame, even that was pretty much non-existent. Like I remember in the beginning, there was just pretty much like Sierra Nevada and Sam Adams, you know what I mean? Yeah, and now it seems like every city we play, there's at least a handful of breweries there. It's incredible. So, with all that time, it's just funny watching how much beer has changed, and man, and I love the direction that it's gone with all the it's become an artisan thing, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful world to live in right now.
Oh yeah, there's a discussion that a lot of people have that oversaturation or too many breweries. I don't think that's the case anywhere. There can be a lot of them.
I think there's a lot out there. There probably are too many, but the thing is, I personally feel with every amazing brewery that I think is amazing, I've at least find 5 others that I think are just mediocre. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's just the way it is, though. I don't think it's just.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of breweries. I'm not going to name any, but there's a lot of breweries that just jump into the business because they think it's the cool thing to do, or they want to make money.
They want to make money, and that's not anyone that knows this industry. You're not in for the money.
For sure, and that's a similarity with music as well. Like if you're jumping into music to make money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Right. What I mean? And
it's a work of passion. It truly is.
Yeah, dude. No, it's very similar. That's like it's my biggest passion is music and beer. So
You're never going to make money then.
I'm never gonna make money. I'm fucked.
Fuck, it's true.
Nah, but I'll trade in all my money that I don't have for just being able to share experiences with people, man, and just hang out and meet people. That's something way more exciting to me than more money. You know, more money, I'm just gonna spend it buying crap. Look behind me. Look at all this shit. I'm just gonna keep buying stuff. You know.
Hey man, at least you're drunk and happy.
You're right.
That's all that matters
about that.
So, Dave, tell us a little bit more about you, like how you got into Cigar City Brewing. Basically, just I never got to meet you in person when I worked there. I left right before the acquisition happened. So, just tell us how you got there.
Yeah. So, quick story. I graduated college from Sonoma State. I was up north. Just fell in love with beer. Russian River was right around the corner from me. That was my home base. That and Bear Republic. Fell in love with craft beer. Graduated college. I was like, I'm gonna make beer. I think. I actually graduated with a teaching degree, and then I was like, nah. You know what? I think I'm just gonna make brews. I think that'll be better. Yeah, man. I moved to Austin, Texas. They're going through a lot of legislative changes. They were kind of fighting for like brew pubs and passing laws for to help out breweries. And I was between that or Portland, and I was like, man, let's fucking go to Austin. It was a rad ass town, live music, fucking beer, barbecue. Moved there, got a job, landed a job, worked there for a few years, and figured it was time for a change. Started looking around. Cigar City needed a brewer, and thought I was going to go back to the West Coast, but instead I went a little farther south, and now I'm about as south as you can get. I'm in Florida now and brewing for Cigar City.
Hell yeah, dude. Before that, you said did you work for a different, like a big brewery before the Cigar City, or?
It was a startup brewery. I was actually one of the first hired employees, Twisted X out of Austin, Texas. Actually, it's in Dripping Springs. It's like 10, 15 miles, I don't remember, north of Austin. I was out in the hill country, brewed with them. It was a smaller brewery. We're doing about 2,000 barrels a year. They're growing now, so it's good to see. But started small, and now I'm with them.
Very cool. Back to Adam. So we just announced that you are going to do the collaboration beer. Hopefully, we were talking about a time frame. Due to the changes, in ownership over there, there's new layers of approval that we need to go through. But the plan is hopefully to release it in April, alongside a special release from you guys. You want to talk to us about that a little bit? Yeah,
and it has to do with I'm pretty sure it's a reissue of Alive or Just Breathing, right?
Yeah, I mean that's your thing, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. I think we're doing a whole. I want to say it's like a picture disc or something like that to go with Record Store Day. So it's something we always like to get involved with, just because we grew up with independent record stores, and I think there's such a magic in going to actually buy a product from a band that you like, whether it be vinyl or even just a CD, to have even the layout to have. I think the way people buy records nowadays is just kind of it's funny, just like a quick download on iTunes, and it doesn't really feel like a tangible like piece of your musical collection. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of ones and zeros on an iPod. So it's something we really dig doing, and the fact that we can do this and time it with a possible beer release with Cigar City is so cool. And like I said, we love their beer, and just to be able to be a part of some kind of thing with them is just awesome. You're going to make something delicious, and we're going to drink a crap ton of it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, speaking of Record Store Day, you also just announced you're releasing something for another Record Store Day, the Black Friday one.
Yeah, we're doing what is it, a DVD thing, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so far removed from. It's because of the beer consumption that I'm so far removed from my band. Oh yeah, it's like I said, we enjoy putting things out and with helping independent record stores and the promotion of independent record stores. So yeah, we decided to finally put out another collection of live performances, and this time it's just mostly like bootleg stuff. It's just so you get like the real dirty, raw vibe of us playing instead of like a super polished DVD like we did last time. But there's also the story of losing Howard, our singer, and then getting Jesse, our original singer, back, and there's a bit of storytelling going on in it. So it's I guess it's a good watch. It's a story if you're interested in the history of my silly band.
Yeah, no, I'm sure the fans appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate any band that releases records and stuff like that for the same reason you were mentioning. I feel like if I enjoy somebody's piece of work, I like to have it, in my hands as a tangible thing. And records are the best way because, it's this nice big thing, grandiose, and you got splatter vinyls and, picture discs and stuff like that. And it's always really cool to have, as opposed to just...
Mike really did a bang-up job with the layout, too. There's lots of old pictures and really cool things in there, man. It's pretty neat to see, actually. It's like, it makes you actually go, holy shit, I'm freaking old, man. That's like... like 17 years ago, I had like stupid bleach blonde hair and oh my god, baggy-ass shorts.
There's nothing wrong with bleach.
You guys remember the 90s? What the hell?
Man, 90s were my jam, man. Bleach tips were my shit.
Hey, I mean, look at Chino. He's trying to bring it back. Chino from the Deftones.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man. I saw the Deftones a couple weeks ago, man. It was fucking solid. It was a good show.
Very cool. All right, so let me go jump into some questions here for both of you. We'll start with David.
All right.
If you can remember, what was your first craft beer?
Man, I would say Stone Arrogant Bastard, man. I like I said, I grew up, born and raised San Diego. I remember my dad, he'd always go to the liquor store and he'd come out, with a brown paper sack and with a beer in it, and he would drive me home, and he was drinking out of it. And when I always saw it, it was Stone Arrogant Bastard, man. I just remember that label too. It was just so iconic and fucking badass, man. I mean, huge fucking gargoyle. And when I started getting a little bit older, man, I remember I was like, I want to drink that beer, and I remember tasting it, and I was like, this is gross. Same with Sierra Nevada, man. I would say it's a toss-up between Arrogant Bastard and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Those two beers, man, California. I just remember, though, hating them. A couple of years later, I realized, like, oh, man, these are just solid beers. This is what you want to drink. This is everything you want. But, yeah, man, definitely.
How about you, Adam?
Probably the same, to be honest with you. I think California was ahead of the curve when it came to good craft beer production. It's but me being from Massachusetts, I obviously know of Sam Adams just really took over the Northeast completely when they started doing their thing. So it's one of the, I distinctly remember drinking Sierra Nevada, though, being in Chico and drinking Sierra Nevada for the first time and just being like, wow, this is freaking awesome, man. And unlike Mr. David, when I first tried it, I was socks just knocked right off.
I was younger.
Yeah, right. When I first started drinking beer, I had a weird palate, man. I didn't like any like cheap, like light beers or anything like that. I went straight to Guinness, and then became kind of a German beer guy for many, many years before the whole revolution in America. But once those things started happening with all the companies in California, because Stone was right behind Sierra Nevada, and it's just like, wow, this is aggressive and awesome. This is so freaking cool, and it really paved the way for so many brewers after that,
Oh yeah, you guys both have an advantage over me that I grew up in the Florida world where there was no craft beer.
You had Corona and what else, man?
Corona, Dos Equis.
Yeah.
I'm a Pacifico fan, though. I mean,
Pacifico. I'll drink Pacifico when I'm at a ceviche bar, or if I'm in Mexico, I'll drink that.
Well, I didn't know that was a thing. Huh?
Yo, man, if it's real hot out, it ain't bad. It ain't bad, you know.
Yeah, well, Florida's pretty damn hot, man.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What, you guys are both in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, shit, yeah.
It's nice out. It's nice out.
Yeah, man, no, I'm still sweating. I still got the AC on.
Yeah, it was 60, 62 last night. It was pretty nice. I liked it. But yeah, I mean, like I remember 6-7 years ago, touring with the band, just visiting places that were, like North Carolina. We went to Asheville. I had my first sip of like Victory Golden Monkey out there, and Omegang's Three Philosophers, and I'm like, holy shit, 9%, like what? And I just started losing my mind and falling in love with that world. But I drank my fair amount of the champagne of beers. Back when you're, young in Florida, there was nothing. There was no craft, so, we needed beer, and that was it. And then we were broke, so why not $6 12-pack,
Yeah, right. You can't beat that, man. Damn.
So, let's see. I have another. Let's see. Top 3 favorite styles of beer. I mean, if you only have one, just say one. But if you got 3,
IPA, double IPA, triple IPA.
Lots of hops.
I'm IPA, man. I love a good IPA. Like we were just talking about, man. I'm in Florida right now. I was in Texas, man. It's hot. Florida really turned me on to the Berliners, man. They got that the Florida Weiss. Now I'm just looking for something light, clean, crisp, good German pills, just something light, man. When I get off work, I want something clean, light, Pacifico, man. I mean,
how about you, Adam?
I'm mostly drawn to beers with like a lot of personality. Like IPAs, definitely. That's my first and foremost favorite. But just a fan of kind of just like beers that are alive or just fresh, and I just love ales. Ales really do it for me, man. Any kind of ale, though, it doesn't matter. Like I love Hefeweizens. It's a wonderful, wonderful, well-crafted beer. Like a good German Hef. You can't beat it, man. I think there's nothing more romantic than having to whirl the bottle and get all the sediment at the bottom. You know what I mean? And it's awesome, and the Goses and the Saisons, all that stuff's really just fascinating to me. I love it.
Are we gonna brew a Hef?
No, IPA, bro.
I might be brewing a Hef now.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I think, did we agree on the name for the beer? I think it was Alive or Just Brewing.
Alive or Just Brewing, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
It's a pretty badass name.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. Originally, when we talked, I wanted to call it that, but then we were talking about possibly releasing it with the Incarnate album. So we were looking at Incarnale.
Yep. It was a good name. Of course, we drink a lot of beer. Things get pushed back. So now I'm kind of Alive or Just Brewing. Kind of got a ring to it, man.
It works. Yeah, it works. And if you're releasing it with the album, reissue, it just works perfectly, I think. So let me ask you guys. Do you guys have a beer cellar or a closet, or do you guys store any beers? Because I know you're fans of the fresh beers, and we're all, but do you have a couple bottles that you put away for, special occasions or anything like that?
For that reason, no, not for me. Whenever I get it, I drink it.
Yeah. How about you, Dave?
I was going to say the same thing, man. Cellar doesn't last long in my house. Between my girlfriend and I, we drink it pretty quick. I do have a couple stocked away, though, that I've been saving for a while. Some dinosaurs back there that I say I'm saving it for something special. I have fucking no idea what that is, but it's usually I come home at 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh, let's open it and drink it. But no. Cellar doesn't last. I like IPAs, man. I don't, you can't save those.
Fresher better.
Unless you want a barley one, so.
Yeah. It's Florida. Again, it's Florida. It's hot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I used to have a pretty extensive, like, stash of beers that I would, I still kind of do. I'm trying to go through them, but mostly it's just, me being fortunate enough to know a bunch of brewers and everybody just hooks it up. Like, hey, here, man, have a couple bottles of this, a couple bottles of that. And, like, I can't drink all this shit on my own. And so I'll put it away and hopefully bring it to a party or a bottle share or something like that. And, but yeah, every time I dump out, like, 10 bottles at a party, I'll get 20 back from a different brewery or something, and it's a never-ending cycle right now.
Wow, your life sucks, man.
Ain't it terrible? It's so bad. I get to drink beer and go see live music. It's very tiring.
Such a bummer, man. Endless bummer.
All right, let's talk about some small breweries. Like, Adam, what are I know you mentioned Society, and I know you like them, and Dougie Fresh is the man. But
yeah, he's great, man. Great.
But any other small breweries that have really piqued your interest lately?
Well, of course, there's such a great scene here in San Diego. It's amazing, man. Of course, Society, and I'd really like this the place out in I think it's La Mesa, Helix Brewing. They're doing a really good thing now. But even going back to when I just moved here in February, when I was living in Massachusetts, things started really peaking out in the East. It took the East Coast a little while in my eyes to get the real stanky IPA thing going. They were doing a lot of East Coast style, like very malty style IPAs for years and years. And Treehouse really led the way with just starting to do something that was just special out east. They're amazing, man. It's I would drink them more if I didn't have to wait in line for an hour to get their beer.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing, man.
Yeah, they did something really cool, man. Their beer it's so fresh and so just unique and just knocks your socks off, man. And that's probably why that line exists when you try to go buy some. But beyond that, man, there's actually a couple brewers out in Massachusetts as well that are doing something really, really cool. Like this place called Night Shift. They're killing it, man. They're doing really, really cool stuff.
I was a big fan of Whirlpool when I was out there.
It's fantastic, man. They're doing so cool with that. And there's also one other in Woburn called Lord Hobo.
Dude.
Really kicking ass, man. Their session is one of the best sessions I've ever had. It's just packed, and it's hazy, it's dirty, it's dank, it's so good, man. It's really good.
Yeah, they make great beers, and I went to when we were out there for Extreme Beer Fest with Cigar City, and went to the spot, and they have this crazy cellar downstairs. I don't know if you've been in there.
No, I haven't.
I forget the owner's name, dude. I think it's David or something, but he has this crazy cellar, just like 2006 Dogfish beers that are just sitting there. Like, he's got them just lined up chronologically. He's got a ton of Cantillon bottles, and like, it was just wild to be there, But yeah, they're like, I think their Boom Sauce is one of my favorite.
That's killer, man. It's so good. Yeah.
How about you, David? Any small breweries?
Well, Adam stole mine. Society, obviously. I'm a huge fan of Fall Brewing out in San Diego. I just love their vibe, man. They're cool ass dudes. It also depends on what you consider small.
Not Cigar City.
Yeah, not anymore.
Well, I mean, even before I left, dude, you guys, when I left, we were up to like, I think 120 barrel fermenters. I mean, it was like a maze of tanks.
Yeah, we're growing. We're big. I recently went to Chicago last month for Riot Fest, and I was blown away by Chicago beer. Local option, fucking badass spot, man. We ordered mussels that were just straight off the fucking boat that morning. Great mussels. The beers were solid. I had one of the best Kolsch I've ever had. Solid beer. They're real small. Half acre pipe works. I mean, they're actually pretty big, but I know they don't distribute, to a majority of people. But man, those spots, Chicago blew me away, man. True Brewing, man, in Denver. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I could go on for fucking ever. Small breweries, Pizza Port OB.
Yeah.
That's my. Every time I fly in, my mom picks me up, and we fly. We drive straight to fucking Pizza Port OB. Grab a beer. But yeah, man, I could go on for days. But yeah, man, I would say local option, man. Anyone that's listening or will be listening, local option, Chicago, check them out.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be doing a few of these, so I don't want to bore people with my opinions and shit.
Please don't.
But like in Florida, I mean, I want to just call out like my buddies out in Seventh Sun. Those dudes are crushing it out there. Yeah. And then here in California recently, like my seventh son over here is Phantom Carriage. Those dudes are kicking ass. Really cool vibe at the brewery, you know, with the movie theater and everything, the horror movie theme. But yeah, pretty cool. So, all right, let's talk music since this is supposed to be both a little bit. What are you listening to currently, like on your daily playlist, or if you're listening to anything?
It you know, it all varies, man. I hate to say it, I'm that guy that fucking usually just Pandora's or whatever, you know. I've been on a classic rock vibe lately, and you know, or death metal vibe, you know. It's like just like, or I'll listen to hip hop. It's like all sorts of stuff, man. I love everything pretty much, you know. I don't know. It's really just whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't think there's a style that I don't like, you know. I don't think the opera, you know.
But I mean, like, specifically, is there any, like, bands that have released anything recently that you might be listening to? Like, for example, like the new Opeth album, which I've been rocking every day, or something like that.
Yeah, I've been stuck on some records. Like, I really like the last Radiohead record, actually. I think it's one of their best in years. Like, I'm a big fan of them. I've been a fan of Radiohead for forever. Of course, still digging the new Nails, still digging the new Gojira, you know.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I can't stop listening to that latest Aborted record. It's just so grindy and fast and brutal.
Sweet. What about you, David?
I was like Adam. I used to when I'm working, you know, I always, you know, I got something going. I used to do Pandora, and I'll just do something random. And now lately, I've been listening to just full albums. You know, I'll listen to a full album depending on, you know, where I'm at in process. But man, lately, man, I gotta say, Woptober, Gucci Mane's new record is that's kind of been my jam lately, man. I listen to that, and it's Halloween, man. So King Diamond's Abigail.
Hell yeah, there you go.
That's kind of been on repeat. So between Abigail and Woptober, it's kind of been on loop right now while I'm working. So I'm really random, man. I got look at my iTunes, you'll be like, what the fuck? I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, music, I would say, would be essential when you're brewing, man, because it's such a time, you know, you're sitting there looking at time and, all right, got to go up there, add, you know, the hop edition or, you know, do the mashing. Like, I would assume that it's important to have music playing all the time to keep you going, right?
Always. I mean, yeah, you have to. It's essential.
And, well, you know, and the same goes for beer the other way around for you, Adam. I mean, if you're going to be performing on stage.
Well, you know, it always takes the edge off, you know. It's you can get up there sober, but you feel like it's a little more rock and roll when you have a couple.
It's not as fun, man.
Yeah, right?
Shit.
It just feels a hell of a lot more rock and roll when you add beer to anything. Except driving. Don't.
Yeah.
Drive, yes. Uber is a beautiful thing.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story? So I left. I was being responsible last night. I left my car at Cigar City last night. Didn't want to drink and drive. Came today to pick up my car, and it was fucking saran wrapped all the fucking way around. Thanks, my lead brewer, Josh Chanel, you fucking dick.
That's a great prank, man. Nice.
And I'm like, cool, I'll just drink and drive from now on. Shit.
Payback's a bitch, man. You got to get them back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get him.
Yeah, and I mean, like, going back to what I was saying with the beer and music, like for Adam, I mean, you're on a fucking t-shirt chugging beer, so
yeah,
you're kind of known for that.
I've been featured on several t-shirts with beer, actually. Yeah, I guess I really am known as that guy. Damn it.
Damn it.
that stupid fat drunk.
I think as long as you're not like pushing it to this, like the Scott Stapp levels of vomiting on the audience on stage.
I haven't done it in a while, yeah.
I mean, unless it's like a really grimy, grindcore, hardcore show, but like
some
the guy from
Allen shit or
like the dude from Creed really shouldn't be puking on his fans, right? Like,
no, not at all. Jesus wouldn't do that.
Jesus would not approve, man. Jesus can handle his wine.
Yeah, he sure can, man.
I mean, that's a pretty cool power to have, right? Just turn water into wine. Like, fuck, I'm bored. There you go. What would you say would be some of your all-time records, like favorite masterpieces? You can name as many as you want, but all-time favorite records to listen to while drinking beer. How about that?
David, you have to go first.
I'm going to go first. Shit, man. I would say Masters of Reality, Black Sabbath. My dad was a huge Black Sabbath fan. He got me kind of hooked on that shit. Paranoid was also a great album. Static Age, Misfits, and then you lose Danzig, man. Famous Monsters. I was actually a really huge Famous Monsters fan. And then, man, The End of Heartache.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, I hold that close to my heart, man. It was a record I grew up listening to growing up, and it was I still remember seeing that performed in at Soma.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a while ago, man. It was like middle school, but yeah, man. I mean, I could go on forever, but those are some top ones for sure.
All right. How about you, Adam? Alive or Just Breathing, for sure. Like number
yeah,
one
right.
all time.
It's my band. Honestly, man, I guess when you're drinking beer, you want to listen to like some good rock and roll, right? It's just all about that vibe. Like you hit the nail right in the head with Sabbath. Any Sabbath is just, you can't get any better than that. But for me, for some reason lately, like Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak is just such a badass classic rock record to listen to, and like, yeah, man, drink some beer, listen to this. Any kind of any Bon Scott, AC/DC, hell, some old ZZ Top, even, just like, it's good vibes, man. It's good vibes. The other night, me and my girl got loaded on my deck listening to Pink Floyd. That was good. That was a good time.
There you go. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I love me some old Pink Floyd, man. It doesn't get any better than that. Those were records.
Yeah, that's the long play. Mattered. People wanted to hear an entire album front to finish. Like.
Yeah, I've always had so much respect for that band and the way they crafted their records to feel almost like it's an entire show or something like that. You're just kind of taken on a little journey, musical journey for about 40 minutes. It's pretty freaking cool.
Very cool, man. This one is more of a question for Adam, I guess. But like, I was gonna say, are there any bands that you have toured with, or that would like any bands that you want to go on tour with, or that have toured with, that are your, those are like, you're stoked to be on tour with those guys?
I'd like to tour with Metallica, I guess. That'd be nice.
That'd be awesome.
One of the best shows I've fucking ever been to. San Francisco, Outside Lands. Metallica, yeah. Man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Great time.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
But, anybody that you have toured with that is like, you're like, fuck, I want to tour with them again. That was awesome. I had a blast, or whatever.
Shit. I don't know. There's so many bands we've had a really good time with.
Have you ever played with Gojira by any chance?
We've only done like a festival show with them. We've never done a full run with them. But yeah, they're nice as pie, man. They're real nice dudes. Yeah, really, really freaking cool, and their band's real good.
Very cool, very cool. Let's see. You guys have any stories that you want to share with music and beer related? Like, a concert you went to, David, that, maybe you got a little too saucy, or shared a beer with one of your favorite, musicians or something?
No, not yet, man. I mean, hopefully soon. What you said you were coming to Atlanta in January? Is that what I heard, Adam?
Actually, no, I don't know if we're doing that anymore.
Well, fuck. Well, shit.
Yeah, it's looking more like.
All right, well, that was gonna be my story, but
Yeah. No, it's looking more like we're gonna be doing something later on in like I want to say like April-ish.
Okay, well,
I don't want to be touring in the winter, anyways, man. Winter's a great time in San Diego.
Yeah, and you need a break, dude. You guys have been nonstop.
Yeah, I'm ready for one. I'm over it, dude.
Non-stop, but not one Florida show. That was cool, man.
Yeah, right. It's so funny, man. Like, Florida isn't a big state for metal. Like we've had some really killer shows in Orlando, and that's about it.
Okay, well, I would have drove up to Orlando, but
yeah, well
that was.
I'm
that
sure
was
we're coming close.
I thought I was going to be drinking beer with Adam, but fuck me,
It'll happen, man. It'll happen.
Do you have any fucking stories?
Who, me? I don't know.
Well, Adam, you got a beer story for us?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. That's become my life lately. It's kind of weird. Like, I've always been in the band, situation, like touring or going to shows, and then when I jumped into the beer industry 5 years ago, that became the thing, and it kind of connected a bridge. Like now, if there's ever a band that I like, or I've heard their record and I enjoy it, and they're coming to town, I'll just reach out to some people and see if, like, hey, I could bring them some beer, we could hang out, if they're into beer. And a lot of the times, bands are into beer, so it works out. I've been very fortunate to meet people that know other people and are willing to make that connection, and specifically, Dave Whitty, he's like the man. He's known for being a connector of sorts, not just with me, but other bands as well, just like putting people together. I think there's nothing more beautiful than that. Just get people together, drink, share good times,
It's very similar to like having family style meals, man. Like beer unites people, it's a very social thing. So yeah, you're playing that card correctly, Eddie. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I'm trying. I think as long as I keep it as, I'm not trying to take advantage of it or anything like that. I never want to put out that vibe. I enjoy having a good time with friends, and life is short. Might as well take advantage of every moment we got. Just
let's shorten it and freaking destroy our livers.
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go anyway, right? Just drink and have fun.
Exactly. Hey, man, at least I'm having a fucking great time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, fucking cheers to that, man.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm the only one not drinking. Shit.
Yeah, you're drinking. Are you drinking water over there?
I know, dude. I had a little too much last night. I need to ease into it.
All right. So last thing I have here is just, do you have any hobbies outside of beer and music? Like, are you a big movie buff, or comic books, or video games, or wrestling? Like, what do you do when you're not doing music or beer? With David, we'll go with you first.
Yeah, man. Actually, I actually am a huge wrestling fan. I'll be flying out to Austin in January to go to the Royal Rumble.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I got to, man. A couple of us are going up there, and then and what I'm assuming it'll be April. Orlando's got the WrestleMania. I'll be there.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm a huge wrestling fan, man. WWE Network, fucking every month. Hell in a Cell this
tomorrow,
Sunday.
Right? Yeah.
Yep, tomorrow. Other than that, man, yeah, I just drink and eat and wrestle. I wrestle guys.
Yeah.
That's about what like I said, man. I drink beer, I eat pizza, and I watch shark movies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've recently gotten back into the like when I was a kid, I watched a lot of wrestling, like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior days, and I pretty much stopped like right after Stone Cold gave up or got injured and couldn't do it anymore, and I just completely stopped watching it. And then recently, I've been getting back into it. Just because there's some interesting characters and
I mean Goldberg's back, so
Goldberg's back, yeah, and apparently more old dudes are coming.
Shit.
I know Adam hates wrestling.
Yeah, it's
I
no
don't
offense.
know anyone that
I
hates
like real
wrestling, but
sports.
Yeah. Well, you guys did a song, no? Didn't you, for a wrestler, for CM
No,
Punk?
we did. We actually did. CM Punk actually wanted us to do a song for him, and he was using it for a while. Yeah, actually, it was really cool. It did a lot of things for us. Yeah, it's awesome. And I know how big wrestling is, man. It's entertainment. You know, it's fun. You know,
It's wild, man. I've noticed that they are trending on Twitter #1 worldwide whenever they're doing an event, and like that's enormous. That's huge.
Yeah.
it's big, man. Haters can hate, man.
I actually used to watch when Mick Foley was wrestling because I just thought he was awesome. He was funny.
Boy, he's the fucking man. He got thrown off the fucking cage, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly.
Through the fucking table.
That's back when wrestling wasn't PG. Like they would just show the craziest shit. Like here's
And just the Attitude Era. We could go on all day now with the Attitude Era. I mean, PG and Attitude Era, man. I mean, we grew up in the good times, man.
Yeah.
Make wrestling great again, man. Shit.
make wrestling great again.
Yeah, right.
Make wrestling R-rated again. We need more blood and
Yeah, make that rock again.
losing
People-
limbs. So Adam, what about you? Any other hobbies outside of beer and music?
Honestly, man, I just want to be outside all the time, hiking, biking, swimming, all that shit. And if I'm not doing that, I'm going to be watching some kind of sporting event on television with beer. It's
Or
pretty much-
live.
What's that?
Or live. I mean, we've shared a few live baseball
yeah.
games.
Yep, absolutely, man. I love baseball. Yep, baseball, and of course it's football season. Alive and kicking right now. So my day is fully booked tomorrow. So.
Nice. Yeah, man. Well, I want to thank you both for coming and talking to me on the Skype. This is the first attempt at something like this. I'm going to, try and do something interesting with each episode and maybe down the road have you guys back on at some point or something. But yeah, man.
Hopefully I didn't bore you to tears, man.
I think it was pretty good. But yeah, thank you guys. And you have anything you want to plug, a social media network outlet, or anything you're working on, or anything like that, David?
Nah, man. I mean,
Come hang out in Cigar City.
fuck yeah. Come April, man. Look for our beer, man. I think it's still we're still working some kinks out, but I think we're gonna have something solid for you guys in April. Yeah, man. That's about it. Man, this was great, man. It was fun.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm excited for that, David. I can't wait. That'll be really cool.
I'm fucking stoked, man. Let's make some beer. Let's put it out. Let's fucking rage, man.
And I'm sure we'll be able to hook up at some point and get drunk together and freaking
I
hang
feel
out.
like that's a necessity. I'll
Yeah.
find you somewhere. I move around a lot. Well, I'll find you somewhere.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you can.
And now we know Eddie. Eddie's the mutual guy. I'll he can monitor us and he can link us up. We'll find
monitor us. We need monitoring.
Yeah.
We will get monitored and we'll hook up, man. It'll be a good time. But yeah,
Right.
man, look out for our beer release in April, man. It'll be tight.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you, Hunapude is in March?
Yeah, but our beer is coming out in April.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I'm suggesting Hunapude because I might actually be getting flown out there for Modern Times to pour beer. So if Adam has that day or two to come out, that'd be cool. We can meet up.
Is that late March?
Are you guys asking me?
Yeah, 18th, I think.
You got a guy that works for the company that makes the beer.
No, I drink a lot of beer. I thought we established this. I have no fucking idea what's going on. Now, I asked Eddie. He worked there for 5 years.
Hold on. Hunapude 2017. I'm looking here. I think it's set for March 11th.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
so no, it's in the beginning of March.
I would possibly be available to come out to that.
Yeah, it'd be cool to, all hang out.
No, I won't. I'll be in Australia. Never mind.
Endless bummer, man.
Yeah.
You just get to play music all over. Endless bummer.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. If you are listening, I don't think anybody's going to listen to this shit. No, I think we'll definitely be back, and I got some cool guests lined up. Dave Whitty from Municipal Waste. I just got Liam from Dillinger Escape Plan to want to do one. Yeah, we got, Zach from True Brewing might be a guest, trying to get everybody on board. But yeah, dude, thanks for doing this.
Thanks for Eddie. Adam, good shit. Eddie.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, man. Great to meet you, David.
Cheers, brother.
Later, dudes.